Hello everyone, Shawn, Kenney here playing some more Freelancer. And so we've just upgraded our weapon and we have to go meet King in space. So let's head out there, see what more he has for us to do. So yeah, we have our objective. Alright, hey King.
4 LSF wings from Fort Bush are searching the debris field for the rogue base.
Alright,
They've already
rogue
taken
hunting.
prisoners. I'm uploading the coordinates for our search pattern. We'll rendezvous with another wing of fighters for our patrol. Hold on, there they are.
Oh, hello.
Gamma 6, Delta Patrol reports no hostile contacts.
No hostiles right around the base. Okay.
One way or another, we'll find where those rogues are hiding.
Alright, so we need to enter formation with Epsilon. Okay, we'll just click on there. We can hit F4 and we just lock into formation. Or you can also press the space bar. That takes you out of free flight mode. You keep flying in the same direction, then you get to move your mouse, and you can click the button up along the top.
After the attack on our transport, the LSF has dispatched 4 wings to help us track down where these rogues are coming from.
We have our radar.
They gotta have a
Nothing
secret
on the
base
radar.
around here, and this time, we'll find it.
You can sort the radar by loot and close them.
We're under attack. To all Liberty patrols, please respond.
All units, change course to intercept. I'm uploading a
Alright, so we can
waypoint.
check out the map. The map has a few
This is LSF
functionalities.
Patrol Gamma 6. We're on an
As you can
intercept
see,
course and approaching your
you
position.
can zoom in.
Over.
Acknowledge Gamma 6.
There's
We're under
political
attack by
maps,
multiple
so
fighters. We have fires on several decks, and our defenses
pretty much
are
a
failing.
neutral area.
Understood.
That's showing paths. So what we have here is that sort of a neutral path. People that are neutrally aligned, pirates and friendlies. Friendlies are generally like your LSF, I guess, in this sector. Right now we just don't. We've only been to one sector. So there's the prison ship.
We're taking heavy damage. Get these guys off us.
There
This
she
little
is.
planet
She's hurt
moon.
bad. Everyone, break formation
Oh,
and
let's
engage.
take out some pirates. Some rogues. This Charles Carson. I'm gonna take out the Charles. Alright, attack the prison ship. Boom. Alright. So as there is some damage modeling. It's pretty simple. You know, I mean, it's an older game, 10 years old now, so the poly count is certainly lower than what we're going to be seeing in Star Citizen. That's for sure. But you know, there still was damage modeling. You hit a wing or an engine, and that part will blow off. And if it takes enough damage, you got to get through the shields first. Different weapons have. Right now, we're in pretty basic weapons. They do a little bit better damage to shields than to hull, but everything's fairly low hit point at this point. But you know, as you get higher levels, there are sort of weapons that are better designed for shield breakers, and then those for hulls, usually like missiles or something. Missiles are pretty good against hulls generally. Don't have any missiles yet though. And also sort of doing some drift flying. Now what you can do is when you're flying around normally, you're just sort of, you have a max speed of 80. I don't know whether it's kph or what they're using, relative speed. But when you press the Z key, or for Americans Z, you will start. You cut your engines and you'll just continue to drift in whatever direction you're traveling. But what you can do is just press the tab button, and that uses your thrusters. That basically changes your directions. You continue to drift in that direction. So as you can see, I'm just sort of tapping the afterburners to basically just change my direction a little bit, and keep using that to sort of circle strafe. You can even drift backwards, and we're just burning. Let's check out this prison ship. Definitely looks like it's
Acknowledged. Is there any way we can
looks
assist?
damaged, but
Negative. Repair crews from
Okay.
Pittsburgh are on the way. You came just in time.
well, you get all
Glad we could
prepared
help.
yourself out there, and
Epsilon Wing, stay here in case more rogues show up. Trent and I will continue to search on our
we'll
own.
keep searching for pirates. All right.
Good luck.
So I'm gonna fire up the old cruise engines, and let's head to the... Oh, we got a new waypoint. Alright. So, you can burn up if you fly too close to planets. As you can see, you get a little bit... yeah, as you can see, you can get a little damage. Thankfully, there's an autosave, which placed us... We have to listen to the exchange between the prison ship. So yeah, you don't want to get too close to planets. You can sort of glance off the atmosphere, but yeah, you definitely don't want to get too close, as you can see. But it is fun if you can just sort of...
Epsilon Wing, stay here in case more rogues show up. Trent and I will continue the search on our own.
Alright, yeah, this time we're really going to go and search.
I'm uploading new coordinates. Trent, take the lead.
Skip past that. There, alright, now let's continue the search. So, yeah, now that we're on cruise engines, we have a speed of about 299, but our weapons are disabled at this point, so we can't fire. But what you can do is when we come up to a target, we can press the Z key again, and we'll drift at that speed. It'll slowly... the speed will slow down a little bit. Oh, yeah, Beta 4 in trouble. Where are they? Oh, as you can see, hitting stuff does damage the shields. So you don't want to do it too much, especially at that cruise engine speed. At normal speed, it doesn't do nearly as much damage. So as you can see, just going to do a little bit of drifting. And what that technique is really good for is avoid, especially early on in combat when you have a large group of enemies. It does make it more difficult for them to track on you and hit you, is if you keep sort of changing direction at 90 degrees. But it does make it a little more difficult to get concentrated fire on an enemy. So there's a little bit of a early lancing exchange, and then you can usually risk going back to your regular thrusters, and you can stay on the tail of a target, as you can see there. But it does slow you down, so you do end up getting hit a little bit more. So it's a bit of a trade-off. You can sort of change it up throughout the combat. As you can see, that's what I'm doing now. I'm pretty much like at a dead stop, just rotating, staying on this guy, and take him out. I am getting a little bit of fire, but we've taken out a few of the guys, so it's not too bad at this point. I'm not too worried about it. There we go. Old Bill Overfelt. I love the random number name generators in this. You see all kinds of different names, and a lot of repeats too. I mean, honestly, the name tables are Joseph Adams. There we go. Another rogue down. So we can just keep pressing the B key. That's those beams, the tractor beams. It's going to pick up any loot or cargo they might be holding.
That's it. You must have been
It
close
looks
to their
damaged.
base. Can you show us where you were?
I'm uploading the
Your
coordinates
engine's
now.
on fire, bro.
My systems are fried, and I have a
Alright.
coolant leak. I'm headed
Probably a
back to
good idea.
Pittsburgh.
Good luck, Beta 4.
Thanks. To you as well.
Let's go. Head to the coordinates.
So we got... Oh,
Trent, I
what's
think
this?
this is
You think
it.
this is it, King?
I'm gonna
Alright.
call in for some backup.
Yeah, bring in the
To all
backup.
units, this is Gamma 6. We have a potential location of the rogue base. Converge on the following coordinates.
This is Alpha 1, acknowledged. We'll rendezvous at the coordinates. Over.
This is Delta 1, Leader. We're on the far side of Pittsburgh. Changing course to your location. Over.
Yeah.
Wait,
Debris.
I've got something. Incoming
Hostile
rogue
fighters.
Get ready.
Where? I don't see any hostile fighters. They normally show up as little red pips on the screen. Okay.
They're fleeing into the field.
Alright,
Gamma
whatever.
6, this is LSF Alpha 1. What's your status?
Thankfully, I've kind of done this.
Rogue base
Generally,
must be in the
it works.
cloud
I
ahead. Trent,
think we
take
broke the
lead.
quest a little bit. Maybe we flew a little
Understood.
too far. There we are.
The rogue base. To all units, this is Gamma 6. We've
Unknown
confirmed the
object.
location of the
Well,
rogue
it's
base.
shooting at me,
I'm
so
transmitting new
I'm gonna
coordinates.
shoot at it. Oh, it's a
All
weapons
units, I
platform.
can make out 2 defense platforms and an armored depot. We'll need torpedoes to take it
So as you can
out.
see,
Over.
moving very slowly,
Delta Wings
taking a lot of hits.
torpedoes.
Shield's
They're
about
on
to
their
go
way,
down.
Trent. We can't
Gotta
take out
start
the base.
moving.
Their armor is too strong, but we can soften up
Oh,
their defenses by
yeah,
taking
just
out
lost
the
our shields.
platforms.
Alright.
Let's go.
So that's when I'm going to hit Z, do a little bit of drifting until the shields get back online.
I hope those reinforcements get here soon.
There we go. I guess I could use my shield batteries.
Shield failed.
Really in that much of a need of them. It does take a lot more shield battery. Like if you in the bottom right, I have the little wrench and the little 8, and then the sort of a circle around the ship. It says 10. Those are shield batteries and nanobots. They'll repair. You can either use shield batteries to recharge your shields, of course, or nanobots to repair some hull damage. Now, if your shields are down, it takes more shield batteries to get them online and then powered back up than it would if your shields are on but just barely on. So it's always good to use them to top up rather than restore, although you can use them to restore in a pinch. Just use more of them. So yeah, oh nice. Bombers take out the rogue base. Mission accomplished. Oh, we got one straggler.
Engage the remaining fighters, Trent. We can't let them get
he's
away.
not getting anywhere.
That was the last one.
Right.
Gamma 6, we've got it from here. All units, secure the
I think we're
area.
maxed out on shield
Good
batteries.
work, Trent. Let's get clear. I'm uploading coordinates for Pittsburgh to your neural net. Let's
You'll
go.
get that tractor failure if you're either full up on cargo and you can't, or for whatever reason you can't pick up a piece of debris. You'll get a tractor
Great
failure
work back there,
warning.
Trent. Not bad for a rookie.
Yeah.
Something tells me I'm going to be seeing a lot more of you.
Space bar there, and then
What
as you
we
can see,
did
I
here today will hopefully put a
press the
dent in
button up on
growing
top. That's
drug
basically
problem
the
we've been having
autopilot.
in
It's
this
not
system.
great.
Maybe now
It
we can
will
focus
hold you
more
on
attention
course,
the order, and anyone who
and it will
supports
avoid some objects, but it in heavy debris fields it doesn't do very well.
Trent, Junie just sent me a message on the secure
Okay, King.
channel. Change of plans. I need to divert. Look, if you land on Pittsburgh, talk to one of the deep space reps. They'll have something
The
lined
deep
up
space
for you.
reps, huh?
Meanwhile, I'm transferring
All
your
right.
payment now.
Money. Yes, King.
Thanks for
Yeah,
your help.
I want my payment
See
before
you
you
around.
get out. Oh, see ya. Nice.
Trent, this is Junie. Good job. King just told me how impressed he was with you. Hope this wasn't too much for your first assignment. I wanted to meet up with you, but the attack on Schultzky has everyone rattled. President Jacoby's ordered a full investigation to determine what can be done about
Okay,
the order.
Junie.
It'll likely mean more work for us
Work.
soon.
Work is good.
Meanwhile, why don't you spread your wings a bit? Familiarize yourself with the New York system. Maybe see what work you can pick up. I'll be in touch. Junie out.
All right, cool. So at this point, this happens a lot throughout the story mission. Is you'll get a bit of a story mission, then they'll be like, you know what? Go ahead, find whatever work you can find. We'll get back to you. So, gives you a chance to try out the different job banks, explore on your own, figure out what you want to do, which is great. Coming in for the landing here on Pittsburgh, we might as well repair, rearm, and find another job while we're here. So, we can, I'm probably going to skip through these generally. So we did take a little bit of damage, so we can go to the repair icon comes up when we have taken damage. And looks countermeasure dropper. So I think we picked up some loot. We can check out our cargo, see what we've picked up. Now, as I said in the previous episode, there's sort of a static economy. So if we click on scrap metal here, as you can see, as down at the bottom, it'll give us the prices of the planets we've been to. Now I have to explore some more planets because right now I've just been to 2, so it's only giving us the price for Manhattan and Pittsburgh. But as that gets filled out, it'll sort of give you an idea of where goods are required, where they're good to buy or good to sell. Just have a few bits and pieces, so we'll just sell it all, even though they're not at a great price. We can check out the equipment dealer. Now, it looks like we got a countermeasure dropper as some loot, so we might as well equip that. So, clicking on that, that mounts it onto our ship, and that means we can now use it. We'll just need to get some countermeasure flares, so that'll be great. If we get missiles locked on, we can fire off the countermeasures, and that will avoid them. We could look at upgrading shields or thrusters. At this point, don't I'm only under 5,000 credits. Got to make a little bit of money. What I'm even going to do, we're at the max on the shield batteries. Going to sell a few just so if more drop, we can pick them up. We just have the Rhino here. I'm not going to upgrade the ship at this point. Might as well head into the bar now. You can check out the news. The news is a little bit randomly generated, somewhat story generated as you're going through. Realistically, I don't end up using it very often. Now, the job board will sort of give you random jobs. You can just accept those, or generally the bars will have people that you can talk to. Like this guy will fix your reputation.
Hey, you looking for something?
Now, here's where some of the voice acting
I don't know you.
Gets pretty choppy. They were trying to make, I think, kind of like a dynamic
I work
reputation
for
conversation system.
It's a sweet deal with the guys who own this base. Pure profit for us. Your rep will get you whacked.
But it makes for some weird chopped up types. Yeah, so this guy will fix our reputation with the bounty hunters for 90,000 credits. Yeah, it's... I mean, it's very rarely, unless, you're trying to get to a particular part of space and getting good with weird factions that you might want to do that.
Have anything for me?
I don't know you.
So as you can see, we're coming in, we're talking to these guys the first time. If we were to keep talking to them and do missions for them,
well, a reliable source just funneled
they
me
will
new
have other
info.
things to say, like, oh, I've seen you before, or whatnot. So we could, or this guy give us info on the planet Houston, which basically will give us info as to what buys and sells. It's not really. I just might as well go there, as far as I'm concerned. So I'm just going to grab a job off the bank, and we'll head off back into space. Maybe earn ourselves a few credits. Now, there's different types of missions. Sometimes there's assassination missions. Sometimes there's patrol missions. Usually they revolve around go to a spot, kill whatever you find there, maybe retrieve some cargo, retrieve a bounty, something like that. So, it really is, the navigation system is really pretty good. It does create the waypoints dynamically as you're going. So, if you decide to change, you can also, once we lock into this trade lane here, I'll show you here. So, as we're traveling on the trade lane, we can interrupt the trade lane at any point by pressing escape. So, as you can see, it's giving me a waypoint where I'd go to the end of the trade lane and then fly there, but much faster just to cancel the trade lane. And yeah, there I should be. There, just 6 clicks out, and or whatever. The distance measuring is certainly no scale. That it's all about gameplay in this, which really works. You can just think of them as nondescript units that make sense. But there we go.
Enemy ships in range. We're painting them so you can ID them easily.
So you get that guy. He'll give you some instructions if you need any instructions that come up during a mission. And sometimes you'll attack someone and then sometimes they'll flee. You'll have to go to another point, or it might reveal something. Usually the missions are all pretty basic and straightforward. Or what you can also do is the way it works is it's based off your player level, and that's based off essentially how much credits you have, what your net worth is. There's no levels or skills that you have, but what it does is, like, if some missions as far as the story go, only unlock once you hit certain player levels, which means, it's okay, you're off on your own. They're just waiting for you to make enough money. So yeah, you could just do that by trading if you wanted to. If you find a place, you can buy some stuff cheap and then run it, sell it someplace where you can get a good price for it, and that will count. If you hit the next player level or whatever, it'll Junie will kick in and give you your next story quest. So we're just fighting these rogues. These guys are pretty basic, but as you get higher levels, they do get better ships, better equipped, and the AI is different. There's certain groups have distinctive play styles, it seems like, and it does give it quite a variety. Even though you're essentially, you're still just sort of fighters in space generally. With Star Citizen, of course, we're going to be seeing much larger ships, much more. It's going to be the amount of detail. I think, as I was just checking it out this morning, they are nearly at the 26 million mark. I think about 70 or 80% of the way through, and that's going to open up enhanced capital ship combat, which, personally for me, that's the game I've been waiting for my entire life, where you get to have like a nice big cruiser or destroyer or a larger ship that you have a few people crewing, and engineers down in the engine room, pilots and gunners, sensor weapons officers, all that kind of stuff. Everyone working together to man a large ship. While other people are in fighters and various classes of ship. It's going to be very exciting. I was going to say, I've always held Freelancer to be pretty much the gold standard when it came to these space flight type games. This really hasn't been much since Freelancer. Really, we have the people will point to Eve, of course, and certainly Eve does appeal to some sort of people. I've tried playing it, and I honestly couldn't get into it. It really is that sort of, once you take away, I wanted to fly the ship, and you can't really fly the ship. You orbit at distances, and it's certainly detailed. Don't get me wrong, like what Eve has done is impressive.
Trent?
Oh, there we go.
This is Junie. I have a new assignment for you if you're interested. Meet me on Manhattan. King and I will be waiting for you in the bar.
Alright, so we gotta go meet Junie at Manhattan. So we can head there. So yeah, Eve, I totally respect people that, have put in their years necessary in order to get those large capital ships. Like, I have no doubt that it's immersive, but for me it was just way too complicated to get into, and I just didn't have the patience. I want to fly around and be all, space fightery and stuff. Now, you can also set up your own waypoints and everything. Because we have a quest, it's going to sort of overwrite everything. But that will give us the closest trade lane. There we go. And so if we just go into that, we can continue on. Now, okay, obviously our faction isn't quite bad enough with the rogues for them to go hostile yet. As you can see, they're white, so they're not going to attack me. But they sometimes will. If you run I've been in sectors where the pirates of the sectors, they might be white, but they're out to get you, so they'll attack first in many cases. In other cases, they'll look at the class of your ship and they'll know they're outclassed. They'll say, not today. They'll try and avoid you. So, for 2003, really, this had a lot of what Chris Roberts is looking to do with Star Citizen at this point. The other series that comes up a lot as sort of this type of game is the X series. And I have to be honest, I haven't tried that series a whole lot. I think I've tried them a couple times, and once again, the steep learning curve for me pretty much took me out of it. When I've played Freelancer and loved this game so much, and it is so easy to use, it literally, it's first-person shooter controls, and you can get in there, start zipping about, and really feeling like you're flying a spaceship. When I load up the X series and I'm hammering away at the keyboard like I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing, and I can't even get the ship to move. You know, it really does. I appreciate the depths and detail that they put into it, but I'm, you know, needed something a little simpler. So let's head on down. Let's meet up with Junie and King, see what they have to say. Just dock right. Yeah, a lot of these automated systems, if you position yourself right where the spot where it grabs you and you hit it, almost a seamless transition. It can be really fun trying to hit the trade lane right at the point when the trade lane would kick in, and it instantly hits you from cruise engines to trade lane speed. So what's up, guys?
Good to see you again, Trent.
Well, now that we're all here, the LSF has an important mission for you. Are you interested?
Yeah, sure. Since really, I mean, decline, but
yeah, sounds good.
You don't really have a choice.
Right, here are the details. The LSF has got a line on a smuggler who's been moving artifacts in and out of Liberty space.
What sort of artifacts? Alien. They're very old and fetch a huge price among collectors as high art. Liberty purposely monitors and restricts their trade, but the LSF is about to ban them altogether under orders of the President.
Can I finish, please? Okay. This smuggler's name is Shawn Ashcroft. He's been under investigation for a while. Now we have information that he's going to try and move a shipment into New York through the Colorado Gate. We want him. Your job is to stop the convoy before it reaches New York and bring him in for interrogation. Now he's probably got help, so be careful. I'm uploading the access code to the Colorado Gate into your neuronet now. I'll also have a scanner and tractor beam installed on the ship.
Wait. Tell him about the bonus. What about the bonus?
I've got the access codes to the rest of the Liberty Gates. You can have them once you deliver Ashcroft.
Really?
Really.
Trent, I've got a pit stop to make. I'll see you in space.
All right. Don't really need to know that, but... Okay, now, I mean, they have the gates. I don't think there's even a mechanic for buying and selling gate addresses if you play it sort of in the open world mode, as it were. We have a story here. Oh, it's our tiny little ship.
Is that you? When did they release you from medical?
You think you're safe, but you're not.
What are you talking about?
What's this guy's deal?
It was blown to dust, like my ship, my ore ship, and my million credits that, by the way, you still owe me.
Easy come, easy go.
No.
My million credits.
A deal that died with the station. That all seems so long ago now. Doesn't matter anyway. They want us all dead.
Who wants us all dead?
Men, government men, you know. They'll find the manifest. They'll know who was there. They're already after me. Yeah. But I'm smart. I escaped from medical.
Wait, you what? You escaped?
Had to. They came for me, Trent. Because of what I saw on the
what'd you
station.
see?
I saw what did this to us. To me.
Spit it out already.
Ships. But they weren't there. They weren't...
Monaghan, you're not
crazy guy.
You don't understand. They know me now. I'm not safe here anymore. None of us are. Trent, we gotta get off Manhattan.
Hey, wait, Lonigan!
Oh. Oh, he got darted. Oh, ow.
Where do you think you're...
Ah. You don't think it's strange just laying?
Whoa. You look terrible. Are you all right? I don't know.
What happened to you?
Two men. They jumped me. Oh, my chest. Where's Lonigan?
Lonigan? Who's Lonigan?
They must have taken him.
Trent, pull yourself together. Remember Ashcroft and the mission.
Oh, yeah, that.
Fine. Come on, Trent.
Jeez.
Are you sure you're up for
Keep
this?
whacking me around.
Then I'll see you when you get back. Good hunting.
Alright, well, so that's, we'll continue on the next episode, playing Freelancer. We have a leave on the cigarette smoking man. Oh, and some kind of, I don't know, what's that, a Kinder Egg? I think it's gone off though. It's all purple. Alright, so yeah, this is getting into the thick of it in Freelancer. I'm Shawn Kenney. Thanks for watching. So long for now.